Good morning, runners. It's Sunday, June 7th, and I am hanging out in the backyard on the patio, enjoying this nice Sunday, very sunny morning here in Phoenix. It is 7:52 a.m. Just got done with breakfast, having a cup of coffee, just kind of relaxing after a very easy day of recovery running. Yesterday, I did 7 miles on the road. It was a hilly kind of run west of our neighborhood, about 7 miles or so, and just needed to change of pace. Wasn't anticipating doing as many of the hills as I had plotted out, but it's a nice area and just wanted to, run somewhere a little bit different within the neighborhood still. So there's a nice trailhead, like I said, about 7 miles or so west of us, and a little bit of parking there. We parked there at about 5:15ish in the morning yesterday, and the lot was about 95% full. So there is some overflow parking, some on the side of the streets, but parked there and then headed out for my run. It was a good run. However, I did miss a turn. Um, I rarely miss turns or directions. I'm usually really good with it. Not 100%, obviously. Uh, I even wrote it down on a piece of paper stuck in my pocket. I do that sometimes on like new routes if I uh, just want to make sure that I don't get lost. I still got somewhat lost yesterday, but it was my fault. I was at the 3.7 mile mark and then went into neighborhood. Instead of making the first right down the street, I ended up taking it all the way down, which was downhill, nice, but it was a dead end. So I had to turn around and run back up the hill and took the right turn, which led me eventually to getting back onto the streets where I finished. So overall, a good run. For me, the long run pace was, I think it was 9:07, and that's a good clip for me. It depends on what I'm running for on the long runs. If I'm doing progressives, cut downs, or even negative splitting, it really varies. But I've been trying to get better at not running the long runs as hard um, as I did in the past, and that goes for the easy runs too. Easy runs should be reserved for easy runs. That's why they're called easy runs, and just going out there at an easy clip and very conversational pace. So I've been doing that, really focusing on it the last several months here during the whole pandemic, and changed the way I've been running. As a result, I think I'm running better than before. I'm feeling pretty good overall. Still have some niggles here and there that I see my chiro once in a while for. But as runners, we're gonna have little aches and pains, and I'm an older runner. I've been doing it for 32 years, and I'm gonna have some little aches and pains, but I am doing my exercises, stretching, and strength training as well. So, trying to lead um, a healthy, balanced life. So, this morning I headed out. We have a trail back there, about a mile, mile and a quarter. It's called War Paint Trail, a really nice trail. Some really big homes over there, beautiful views. We live real close to South Mountain, which is one of our largest parks here. I think it has the largest man-made um, trails in the U.S. Goes for miles. But my wife and I ran from home, got on the trails at about like, I want to say it's about close to a mile or so, and then I ran a little bit with her, and then ran into an old friend, a coworker, Kevin, and his group. He has a hiking group called Camel Life, and so chatted with him and the group, and we walked up the mountain a little bit, and then I turned around and completed my 2 miles. Today was just a recovery day. I intended just to do 2 miles, very easy. Um, I ended up doing two, and then when I got on the roads, um, I did a mile coming home. Started out really screaming downhill where the parking lot's at. I eased up a little bit, but I should have went slower. For me, it was an 8:36 mile, and that's quick for me, especially on a recovery day. But I felt good, so I opened it up a little bit. Came home, and then we have a little like community pool not far from here. It's actually I could practically throw a rock at it, um, and so I decided to go in the pool because they just opened up our little pool this past week, and we also have a big lap pool. It's a community pool. I think it's got like 6 lanes, 6 or 7 lanes, which is really nice. I don't swim much, but my wife does, and occasionally I'll do a few laps, but I'm definitely not a swimmer. But it's nice that they opened that up as well on Friday, and yeah, here in Phoenix, this we're in summer. Although today's high is supposed to be around 90, I think 97 degrees, and our low this morning, get this, 70 degrees. Yeah, that's cool for mid-June or so, or early June. But we're going to climb right back up. I believe starting Wednesday, Thursday will be like 105, and by Friday will be 110. That's going to be hot. My wife has a track meet. Yeah, we're excited. There's a track meet on, well, starts, I believe they have some Thursday, more of the field events, but Friday, it's a track meet. I think it's called the Desert Dream track meet out at Santan Valley. It's a few miles east of here, about 30 miles, at one of the high schools. But they are going to practice social distancing. They do not want people sticking around after their race, and wearing masks if you're not participating. But the fact that they're having races is a good sign that several cities here in Phoenix are opening up and allowing race directors permits, getting races going. So that's good. She's got a 1,500 meter race, and my sister-in-law is also, I found out, doing the race as well. I think there are about 6, maybe 7 runners at this point in the open. They do have a lot of high school students who are actually doing field and running events as well. There is one girl, I think she's a junior. I'm not sure how she's racing in the open, because there is a division there for high school students. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be hot. The high for the day is supposed to be 110. So let's say if they kick it off, it's supposed to be around 7 o'clock, give or take. I'm not sure exactly what time their event takes place, but if it's right at 7 o'clock, it's probably going to be like 107. So it's hot. I've done some of those races in the heat last summer. The sprint pentathlon that one of our friends and coach Flash puts on every year, and they're tough. It was my first time really doing a track meet of various distances. Basically, it's like different distances, like the 100, the 200, 400, 800. And then, like, sometimes there's something that's longer, maybe 1,500 meters. But anyways, yeah, should be fun. So hopefully you guys are having a good weekend and staying safe wherever you guys are. And if things are opening back up, we definitely wish you safe running out there and activities. I know my wife, who's from Iowa, just outside of Dubuque. They never really shut down, from my understanding, but they are practicing social distancing like across the U.S. and you know they have they live in a small town, and some of the restaurants are opening back up, and the churches. So things are getting there slowly but surely. So, anyways, that's it for now. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Thanks for watching, and feel free to drop some comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do so. And definitely appreciate you guys watching. Have a good rest of your day, guys.